Democrats just filed 13 articles of impeachment against Trump, while nearly 100 members of Congress are demanding his removal from office over Iran threats. What's up, guys? This is Colton again, with the most important news on the internet. According to The Independent, we've got a major political showdown happening right now. Representative John Larson from Connecticut filed 13 separate articles of impeachment against President Trump, while Representative Yasemin Ansari from Arizona filed impeachment articles against Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth. At the same time, at least 87 Democratic members of Congress are publicly demanding Trump's removal under the 25th Amendment over his threats against Iran. Here's where this gets intense. The Democrats aren't holding back. Representative Larson said, quote, "Donald Trump has blown past every requirement to be removed from office, and it's getting worse." They're pointing to Trump's inflammatory statements about Iran, including his post saying, quote, "Open the feed straight, you crazy bastards, or you'll be living in hell, and the entire country can be taken out in one night. And that night might be tomorrow night." Representative Jasmine Crockett wrote directly to Vice President J.D. Vance, pushing for 25th Amendment action. But here's the reality check. The proposals are unlikely to go anywhere under the current Republican-controlled Congress, and as the reporting notes, the president has built his cabinet around ironclad allegiance to him. White House spokesman Davis Ingle is defending the administration's position. Meanwhile, Trump announced a 2-week infighting while negotiations with Iran continue, coming less than 2 hours before his self-imposed deadline to begin attacks. Consumer advocate Ralph Nader and constitutional law scholar Bruce Fein helped draft the removal proposals, showing this has serious legal minds behind it. Now here's what nobody's talking about. This is the third time Trump has faced impeachment proceedings, but this time it's happening simultaneously with 25th Amendment calls. That's unprecedented. What we're seeing is Democrats testing every constitutional mechanism available because they believe the Iran situation represents an immediate threat. The timing of Trump's 2-week announcement, coming just hours before his own deadline, suggests even his own team might be concerned about the political fallout. Let me break down what this means for everyday Americans. When you have nearly 100 members of Congress calling for a president's removal just weeks into his term, that creates massive political instability. Markets hate uncertainty. Foreign allies are watching closely, and domestic policy gets sidelined. The Iran situation affects gas prices, military families, and global security. Even if these impeachment articles go nowhere in a Republican Congress, they set the tone for the next 4 years. We're looking at potential gridlock on everything from the economy to healthcare, while Washington fights these constitutional battles. Do you think Democrats are using the right strategy here, or should they focus on policy opposition instead? And what do you make of that timing on Trump's Iran announcement? Drop your take in the comments below. I read every single one. Hit that follow button if you want the real story without the spin. I'm Colton with the most important news on the internet. See you tomorrow.